Welcome to the Scenario Podcast, your guide to mental health and well-being. Each episode, we uncover practical tools, discuss expert insights, and explore how supplements can transform your mental health journey. Get ready to learn, grow, and thrive with us.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're exploring a topic that honestly probably resonates with so many of us. Finding some calm in, the daily chaos. Whether it's work pressure, endless lists, or just the pace of everything, feeling stressed, feeling anxious, can get pretty overwhelming. And a lot of us are looking for natural ways to just kind of recenter. So our deep dive today unpacks a really interesting collection of articles and research. It's all focused on herbal teas for anxiety, a natural way to find calm. Our mission for you is to really pull out the most important insights from all this, sort of a shortcut to understanding how these ancient remedies might offer some moderate relief. We'll be looking at the science, but also that soothing ritual of just having a cup of tea.
It really is fascinating how common this feeling of overwhelm is now. School, work, family life. Stress and anxiety aren't just, passing things anymore. They affect millions, impacts focus, relationships, everything. So yeah, it totally makes sense people are searching for gentler options, natural support for well-being. And what's really cool here is that these aren't exactly new ideas. There's this long history, right?
Yeah.
Societies using plants for mental wellness for ages. It hints at this blend of tradition and science that we're going to get into.
Yeah, that historical angle is so key, isn't it? Reminds us we're tapping into some real long-term wisdom. So, okay, let's kick things off. Why might someone actually turn to herbal teas, especially with other options out there? What makes them this gentle alternative?
Right, that's a good question. The sources point to a few things. First off, they're seen as natural. That's a huge draw for people wanting alternatives to, say, medication. They're also usually caffeine-free. That avoids a common anxiety trigger right there. And, they're just easy to slip into your daily routine. Little quiet moment of self-care. Plus, a really important point from the sources. Unlike a lot of medications, herbal teas generally don't come with serious side effects. That makes them appealing for, gentle, ongoing support.
That lack of harsh side effects is a really powerful point. And it makes me think, sometimes in our rush for a quick fix, do we overlook the value of the process? Like, beyond the actual chemicals in the tea, how much does that simple ritual, making it, sipping it, how much does that calming act itself contribute? Does the psychology boost the biology?
Oh, absolutely. The ritual isn't just incidental. It's really part of the whole thing. Now, studies do show that certain teas have natural chemicals, compounds that actively help reduce anxiety symptoms. That's clear. And what's fascinating is seeing these plant compounds doing things similar to modern drugs, but often gentler. Nature's pharmacy, kind of. But connecting this to the bigger picture, the simple act of brewing, sipping, it brings this inherent peace and comfort, that deliberate pause. In a hectic day, it can ground you, almost like a mini meditation. It can really impact your well-being.
I totally get that. There's something about watching the steam, smelling the aroma.
Yeah.
It forces a slowdown, even for a minute. It's like a built-in reset.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into the core of this deep dive. The top 3 teas the science consistently points to for anxiety. Let's really unpack each one, how it works, what the studies show, the benefits, and maybe the best time to drink them. First up, chamomile tea. Probably the one most people know. It's got that light, slightly sweet, apple-like flavor. Comes from the dried flowers.
Right. Chamomile's calming power. A lot of it comes down to this compound called apigenin. Think of apigenin like a gentle key fitting into specific locks receptors in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
These are actually similar receptors that some anti-anxiety meds target. When apigenin binds there, it helps quiet down overactive nerve signals, sort of turns down the volume on the brain's chatter.
Mm-hmm.
But, without the harsh side effects, it's nature's way of saying chill out.
And the research really backs this up, doesn't it? Study after study finds people drinking chamomile regularly report less anxiety. There's even solid research showing long-term use significantly cut anxiety symptoms in people with generalized anxiety disorder, GAD. That chronic worry thing. I mean, that's pretty significant for just a simple tea.
It really is. And beyond just anxiety, chamomile is known as a natural sedative. That's why it's huge for bedtime. It can also help settle an upset stomach, which often goes with anxiety, right? And improves sleep quality. Plus, its anti-inflammatory properties might even help with tension headaches. So, for that peaceful, relaxing night, definitely evening or right before bed is the usual advice.
Okay, moving to number 2, lavender tea. Comes from those vibrant purple buds. It has that really distinct floral scent that just smelling it brings a sense of peace for a lot of people.
Yeah.
We know it from aromatherapy, obviously, but brewing it brings that same calm.
Exactly. When you drink it, lavender acts as a natural sedative on the whole nervous system. It gently helps reduce your heart rate, slows your breathing, both key things for lowering stress and promoting relaxation. It's like your body just kind of exhales.
And trials have shown this works, right? Especially studies with older adults and with women showing lavender tea can lower both anxiety and depression scores.
Mm.
What I find really interesting is that it's not just when you drink it, the aroma itself affects brain waves linked to calmness. It's a whole sensory thing.
Totally. And connecting that to overall wellness, lavender's ability to ease tension can even help lower blood pressure by calming the cardiovascular system. Great for sleep, helps with insomnia. The anti-anxiety effects are pretty well confirmed whether you smell it or drink it. Probably best late afternoon or evening. After a stressful day, it's perfect for winding down.
And rounding out our top 3, lemon balm tea. This one's from the mint family. Got a nice subtle lemon flavor. The sources highlight its cool dual action. It calms the mind and soothes the stomach. Kind of a 2-for-1 deal for anxiety.
Yeah, lemon balm has compounds, rosmarinic acid is a key one, that help regulate neurotransmitters. Specifically, it interacts with GABA. GABA, that's gamma-aminobutyric acid. Think of it as your brain's natural brake pedal. It reduces nerve cell overactivity, so it effectively helps slow down that racing mind feeling.
And the research brings that out. One study showed people taking lemon balm extracts didn't just feel calmer and in a better mood, but their memory and focus improved too. Things that anxiety often messes with, right? And it seems especially good if your anxiety tends to hit your digestion. It offers relief on both fronts.
Exactly. Its benefits are pretty broad. Reducing nervous anxiety, racing thoughts, helping with sleep and insomnia. Might even ease mild depression symptoms. Recommended times, midday or evening could work well. Great for calming nerves and maybe settling digestion after a meal.
Okay, so those 3 are definite powerhouses: chamomile, lavender, lemon balm. But the journey to calm isn't limited to just them, right? Our sources spotlighted some other helpful herbal allies too, offering their own unique benefits. Let's do a quick run-through of a few others. First, peppermint tea. That refreshing minty flavor everyone knows. It's not just pleasant, though. It's really good for calming digestive issues. Bloating, upset stomach, things that often tag along with anxiety. Plus, the scent itself is mentally refreshing, helps clarity, and it's a natural muscle relaxant. Then there's green tea. Okay, this one does have caffeine, but here's the interesting part. It also has L-theanine. L-theanine is pretty unique. It reduces stress and sharpens focus without making you drowsy or giving you the jitters. It creates this state of alert calm. So you're focused, but relaxed. Great for work or study. Plus, loads of antioxidants, good for heart health. Next up, holy basil, or tulsi. This is an adaptogen from Ayurvedic tradition.
Adaptogen, right. That means it helps your body adapt better to stress, both physical and mental. It promotes balance.
Yes, exactly. Holy basil helps lower cortisol, your main stress hormone. Enhances mental clarity, supports immune function too. Kind of like a resilience booster. For more intense anxiety or serious sleep issues, there's valerian root tea. This one's known as a pretty strong anti-anxiety herb. It has a, distinct taste, woody, earthy. Definitely an acquired taste for some.
Yeah, it's potent. Best before bed because it really acts as a sedative. Promotes deep sleep, eases muscle tension, restlessness.
And lastly, passion flower tea, another popular one for sleep and deep relaxation. It works similarly to lemon balm by increasing GABA levels in the brain.
Which makes it really effective for nervous anxiety, racing thoughts, and definitely helps with insomnia and sleep quality.
Wow, so many great individual options there. But you mentioned something earlier, blending. Can you actually combine these herbs for even better effect?
Yeah, absolutely. Blending isn't just for taste, though that's nice too. Thoughtful blends can actually be more effective because they target multiple anxiety symptoms at once. Hitting the mental side, the physical tension, the sleep issues all together.
Okay, got examples like what are some common effective blends?
Sure, a really common one, like a bedtime classic, might mix chamomile, lavender, and lemon balm. That gives you sleep support, general stress relief, and that digestive comfort from the lemon balm. It covers a lot of bases.
Makes sense.
Or for deeper relaxation, maybe if nighttime anxiety or restlessness is the main issue, a blend of valerian and passion flower could be really helpful, more targeted for sleep.
Good tip. And a pro tip from the sources. Always check the labels for any added stuff, right? And sticking with organic, caffeine-free options when possible is probably best for purity.
Definitely good advice. Which brings us to safety. Because even though these are natural, we still need to be careful. What are the key safety things people need to keep in mind before they start brewing?
Yeah, that's crucial. While most herbal teas are safe for most people, mindfulness is really important. First big one. if you are taking any medications, especially things like blood thinners, antidepressants, sedatives, you absolutely must talk to your doctor first. Some herbs can interact with drugs, changing how they work. That can be serious.
Right. Good point.
Also, start small. Just 1 cup. See how you react. Especially with things like chamomile, if you have ragweed allergies, they're related. And don't overdo it, especially with the stronger sedative teas like valerian. Too much can make you really drowsy, could even impair driving. Use common sense.
Okay, that makes sense. And what about this common question that people always ask, like, how often should you drink them?
Yeah, good one. Generally, the sources suggest 1 to 3 cups a day is fine, depending on the tea and your needs.
Yeah.
Evening for sleep teas, maybe morning or afternoon for daytime calming ones like lemon balm or peppermint. Best bet. Start with 1 cup a day, see how you feel, then adjust.
And side effects, are there any common ones?
Usually mild, if any. Things like slight digestive upset, maybe drowsiness from the sedative ones, possible allergic reactions, as we mentioned, or those medication interactions. Just listen to your body.
Okay. Is it safe to drink them every single day, long term?
For most healthy adults, generally yes. But the sources often suggest it might be good to vary the types of herbs you use over time. Gives your body different kinds of support, rather than just relying on one herb constantly.
Right. Variety.
Yeah.
And the big question for parents, what about teens or kids with anxiety?
Yeah. Tread carefully here. Mild teas like chamomile or lemon balm might be okay for older children or teens in very small amounts. But, and this is a big BUT, always talk to a pediatrician first, especially before considering stronger herbs like valerian. Kids' bodies are different. Get professional advice.
Okay, really important distinction there. So let's sort of wrap this up. What's the main takeaway from this deep dive for someone listening?
So what does this all mean for you? I think the big picture is that herbal teas offer this really simple, quite soothing, and natural path to help manage stress and anxiety.
Yeah.
It's this beautiful blend of ancient wisdom, herbal remedies, combined with what modern science is telling us. It seems consistency is important, and taking that time to find the herbs that work best for your body, your mind, is really empowering.
Absolutely. And if we connect this back to that bigger idea of holistic well-being, it's about giving ourselves tools, finding agency in how we handle daily pressures. It's about actively cultivating those moments of calm. So maybe a final thought for you to consider, thinking about these natural allies and that really powerful, mindful ritual of making tea. What's one small, consistent step you could take, starting today, to bring a bit more calm and balance into your own routine?
Thanks for tuning in to the Scenario Podcast. Don't forget to visit scenario.com for more expert tips, articles, and supplements designed to support your mental health. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to subscribe and share it with a friend. Until next time, take care of yourself.